Captain Robert Falcon Scott, a name etched into the history of polar exploration. His expeditions to the Antarctic remain legendary, a testament to human resilience, ambition, and courage. Yet his story is as tragic as it is inspiring. How could a man who achieved so much, leading his team to the South Pole, also become a symbol of catastrophic failure? Today, we dive into the enigma of Scott's legacy and ask the question, was his downfall rooted in poor leadership or logistical missteps? Scott was no ordinary explorer. His first Antarctic expedition from 1901 to 1904 established himself as a skilled leader, navigating uncharted territory and contributing significantly to scientific knowledge. His second expedition in 1911, the ill-fated Terra Nova expedition, culminated in reaching the South Pole, though overshadowed by Ronald Amundsen's earlier arrival. Scott's team's achievement was monumental. But what of Scott as a leader? Accounts describe him as charismatic, determined, and visionary. Yet beneath the surface, cracks appeared. His decision making often led on intuition rather than adaptability, and his communication style could alienate subordinates. Did these traits bolster his achievements or sow the seed of his downfall? Scott inspired loyalty and perseverance, but his rigidity and reluctance to delegate may have hindered the team's adaptability in the face of adversity. Logistics, the backbone of any great expedition. For Scott and his team, the Antarctic presented logistical challenges of unparalleled complexities. They faced extreme weather, limited resources, and the grueling demands of man hauling sledges across the vast ice fields. One of Scott's key logistical decisions, his reliance on a mixture of transport strategies of ponies, dogs, and motor sledges, proved disastrous. The motor sledges broke down early, and the ponies succumbed to the cold, and the dogs were sent back, leaving the team reliant on human power. Supply depots placed at intervals along their route were often inadequate to sustain the team's needs. Logistical failures compounded their struggles, but how much of this can be attributed to poor planning versus uncontrollable circumstances? And where does leadership factor into these outcomes? Leadership and logistics are two sides of the same coin. Effective leadership can mitigate logistical challenges, while logistical failures often test a leader's resolve. In Scott's case, his leadership decisions directly influenced logistical outcomes. For instance, his insistence on man hauling, despite the availability of dogs, stemmed from the belief in the morale superiority of the human effort. This decision not only strained his team's physical endurance, but also increased their reliance on limited supplies. Moreover, Scott's reluctance to adapt to Amundsen's successful use of dog teams and lightweight equipment highlights a critical interplay. When the leadership clings to tradition, logistics suffer and disaster looms. Scott's story remains a powerful case study in the delicate balance between leadership and logistics. His achievements underscore the potential of human ambition, while his failures serve as a cautionary tale. So, what lessons can we draw? First, adaptability and collaboration are essential qualities for effective leadership. Second, meticulous logistical planning, paired with the flexibility to adjust, is crucial in any high stakes endeavors. As we reflect on Scott's legacy, we're left with a thought provoking question. In the face of extraordinary challenges, where should we place our trust? In the leader, the plan, or a balance of both? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.